Guys, I'm Tristan. I work here in the partner support team. I'll be hosting this webinar today. Today we're going to go over the Infrascale partner dashboard. So this is the main screen of the partner dashboard. The top portion shows the top 5 performing accounts. You'll see the number of backup activities, the graphs. In the graphs area, you'll see the count. This is the number of files that were backed up in the last 2 months. You'll get the amount of data that was backed up in the last 2 months between all accounts under your partner dashboard. And you can also view your total allocation. So this is the sum of the accounts that you have created, not the actual data usage. If you guys have any questions during this webinar, you can just submit in the questions box. So up here, you'll find menus to all the tools under the dashboard. You can also find tools under the tools section here. So let's get started on creating a regular backup account. So you have 2 options. You can create a regular backup account, or you can create a company account. The main difference is if you have your own client that has their own IT guy that wants to manage everything on their own, you can create a company account. This will create a sub-dashboard very similar to yours and will give access to give the customer access to create accounts on their own, view and manage the backup events, resize accounts, cancel accounts. The only option they won't have is to change the rebrand settings. Otherwise, if you're managing all the accounts on your own, you should just create a regular backup account. This will allow you to view the backup events, backup monitoring, and allow you to easily manage all accounts under one dashboard. So we can go here and click Create Backup Account. You can fill out the customer's information here. Under the username field, it's going to automatically populate the email address as the username. Once you create the backup account, it's not possible to change the username. You can change the email address that's used for the password reset. So make sure you pick a good username. I usually go with just a regular name instead of the email address, just in case the customer decides to change their email address. If the customer needs to be HIPAA compliant, you can enable UltraSafe, and this will prevent the account from being reset. Under here, you can ignore the customer type. This is just here in the sandbox environment. And here you can specify the account allocation. If you want to assign a license, you can check one of these boxes. Once you create the backup account, you can always change the email address associated with the accounts, the account size, and you could also reassign the license. When you're finished filling out the fields, you can click Create, and the box will stay up just in case you need to create additional accounts. Otherwise, you can click on the X or hit the Escape key. To create a company account, you can click on Manage Companies, or you can either go up here, Backup Accounts. You can add a regular company here, or a regular backup account up here. And if you want to add a company, you can go under Companies and add New Company. Adding a new company is very similar to creating a new backup account. Just need to fill out the company's name, the quota, the number of licenses, and the customer's information. When you create a company account, it creates one admin backup account, and this is where you can set the username for that admin account. Any questions so far? And same with the company accounts. Once you create the company account, it's not possible to change the username. If you have a specific question, you can go ahead and enter it into the questions box. I have a question. What about adding additional PCs to a company account? So once you create a backup account or a company account, you can back up multiple PCs under one account. You just need to log into the PC and use the same username and password. If you want to create additional accounts under the company, you can go to Manage Companies, View and Manage Companies. And once you're on this page, you can click on the Actions button and log in as Company Admin. Once you're logged into the company account, you can create a backup account. So for example, this company has 3 backup accounts, and the allocation for the entire company is 100 gigabytes, and the current allocation right now is 4 gigabytes out of the 100. So you have a 4% usage. So this account, the user would be able to back up multiple PCs up to 1 gigabyte total. All right, once you're finished managing the company account, you can go back to your main partner account. And within the company account page, you can go under the Actions button and edit the company products, cancel the company, or log into the file locker company for that specific company there. I have another question. Do you have to use the individual emails for each PC? And is there a limit for adding sub-accounts? All right, so for each backup account that you create, you have to assign an email. You can assign the same email to each backup account, but each backup account has to have a unique username. You could use the same backup account for multiple PCs. So if you have a customer that has 5 PCs, they can use the same username and log into all 5 PCs. And there isn't a limit on the sub-accounts. So under the company account or even your partner account, you can create multiple backup accounts. Your only limitation is your total allocation. I have another question. Is the software installed from the company dashboard? No. To install the software, you'll need to grab the software link right here under the app section. You can copy this link or log into your dashboard and download the software for Windows and install it on the workstation. Here you can also find the download link for the MSI version. This is used to do a mass deployment across a domain. You can also find the Mac version and Shadow Protect. Okay, so I have a question about the rebranding. Let's go over to the rebranding section. So the rebranding allows you to change the look and feel of the online backup software. Here you can set a logo, and you can get the dimensions by clicking on the little question mark here. So for the logo that appears in the lower left-hand portion of the software, it uses a 68 by 49 image. It's best to have the image saved in PNG format, and this allows for best to reduce the amount of compression. For the desktop icon, it requires a 48 by 48 icon. So this requires the picture to be in the icon format. So the icon format is .ico. If you don't have Photoshop or a photo editor, you can Google PNG to ICO or icon converter and convert your JPEG or PNG file to an icon file. Once you have the 48 by 48 icon file, you can go here and upload the desktop icon. The desktop icon will only accept .ico formats. So if you have a JPEG format or a PNG format, you'll need to convert that using a free online converter or a photo editor, and then you can upload to the rebrand settings. Here you can set the client banner. This will appear in the top portion of the online backup software. The report sender address, this is the address that will appear under the email reports that are sent to the client after the backup session completes. So you can set your personal email address here for your company. The My Account URL, you can leave these fields blank. This will automatically redirect the customer to the correct website within the software. The product site URL, you can enter your product site there. You can enter your Contact Us page and your upgrade page. If you don't have a specific upgrade page, you can simply put in your contact page here. I have a question. Where is a good place to place the banner? We currently don't have any stock banners. However, the software will have a generic banner available. So it's not required to upload a client banner. There's already a generic gray banner available directly within the software. Same with the other options under the rebrand settings. These are all optional. You can still use the online backup software. It will have the default black up arrow icon and a logo. So to recap, it's best to upload all the images, the client banner image, and the logo in PNG format. And for the desktop icon, you want to convert that image to a .ico format. Under the web portal URL, you can leave this blank, and the workstation backup URL, you can also leave this blank. This will automatically redirect the customer to the correct website. On the software, you'll see a green upgrade button, and this is the link that will redirect the customer. And same with the Contact Us page, there's a support link within the software, and when the customer clicks on it, it redirects to whatever you have set here. So once you set the rebrand settings, when the customer launches the online backup software, it's going to automatically pull down the latest rebrand setting. So you can always go in and modify the settings, and it's going to be updated once the customer relaunches the software. All right, so let's go on to the next tool. If you wanted to view a list of all of your backup accounts under your partner account, you can go under Tools and View Backup Accounts, or you can go under Manage Backup Accounts and View and Manage Backup Accounts. Here you can get the account name, the current company that the account is under. If it's just under your main dashboard, you'll just see your company name there. The account allocation, percent used. This is the actual data usage for each account. So for example, this account has a 5 gig allocation and there's a 5% usage, and that's about 263 MB. You can see whether or not the account is trial, the sign-up date, the number of backup alerts, number of devices being backed up under the account, the email address associated with the account, and if the account is being monitored under the monitoring or reporting section. So here you can go under Actions and assign a remote backup policy to the backup account. You can move the backup account to an existing company. You can change the account size. So if you want to upgrade the account, you can click Change Account Size and click on the drop-down menu and just specify a larger size. You can change the account email address, cancel the backup account, log in to the account, or enable and disable NGuard. If you cancel the account, the allocation will restore back to your main pool. If you have NGuard licenses, you can assign a license to a backup account, and once you do so, you can click on the account name here. And this will provide you with the NGuard features. So within NGuard, you can it will organize the account information. It will look very similar to your dashboard view, and you can fill out more information on the customer. Here you can manually initiate a backup session, or you can also force an update. You'll also see the list of backup devices being backed up under the account. You can see the operating system, the remote policy currently assigned to the system, and you can also view the location of the system. Under Analytics, it will produce a nice chart on the backup alerts. And Device Map will show the location of the devices being backed up under the accounts. All right, let's go back to the home page. All right, so let's go on to the next tool. We have backup monitoring. Under the Tools section, you can also access this up here under Monitoring. So we can go here and view all events. You'll see the green check mark for backups that completed without any issues. You'll get the failed notification if the backup was interrupted. If the backup was canceled manually by the customer, you'll see the cancel notification. If the backup completed and at least one file failed to backup, you'll see the orange completed notification. And if the backup completed but hasn't ran in the last couple of days, you'll receive the red notification as well. So here you can get a quick breakdown of the latest event for each backup account and each device being backed up. So for example, here you can see the account name, the system being backed up under this specific account, the type of a backup, the last backup event, and you can view further information on each event by clicking on the magnifying button. I have a question. Can the software email a daily list of backups? Within the online backup software, you can enable the email reporting. You can go through the advanced and then options and then email. You can set the email address there, and you'll get a report once the backup session completes. As a partner, you can go under the monitoring settings and subscribe to the daily monitoring, and this will give you send out a summary of all the events that you can see under the monitoring section here. Within the monitoring settings, you can also disable accounts from being monitored, and you can also subscribe to the daily account usage. So if you want to go further back in time and want to view the history of the last 30 days, you can go under the reporting section. And it'll give you a very similar breakdown of the backup events here. So here you can see when the backup event started and when it completed. You can also view the total backup set size, the number of files that were that are under the backup selection, the number of files that were unchanged, new files, and files that failed to back up. You can also view the duration and the speed and check whether or not the backup event was a manual backup or a scheduled backup. All right, do we have any questions so far? Okay, so if you want to enable NGuard, you can go under the View Backup Account page. If you have an NGuard license, you can click on the Actions button and enable NGuard. Once NGuard is enabled for an account, you'll see the NGuard logo, and you would be able to click on the account to access the NGuard features for the particular account. If you don't have NGuard assigned to a backup account, you will receive this notification here. By default, the NGuard license are not included into the package. There's a separate fee for the NGuard licenses and Shadow Protect and the EGR licenses. The reporting and monitoring of all backup events are included. There's no additional fees for that. To get pricing information on the NGuard license or Shadow Protect or EGR, you'll need to contact your sales rep. Okay, and under the Tools section, You'll also find the backup history, which is the same as the reporting tab up here. And if you had a Shadow Protect license or NGuard license or EGR license, you could assign it under here. Or you could go to Manage and View and Manage licenses. On this page, you can assign all 3 types of licenses. And you can click on the Add button here, type in the account name, and choose the license that you'd like to assign. The trial Shadow Protect license will give the user access to the image stream function within the online backup software. This allows the replication of the Shadow Protect images. The Exchange Granular Recovery license will allow the customer to mount a backup Exchange database and extract mailbox items to an Outlook PST file or to a running Exchange server. Shadow Protect will allow you to do a bare metal backup of the server, and NGuard allows you to set the NGuard product to the particular backup account. Once you assign the license, you can always go in and click on the Change button and unassign the licenses. And you could view the total amount of licenses under your account on the top portion here. Once you sign a Shadow Protect license, you'll see the license key here, and you can copy it and then activate it on the actual server. Same with the license INI file for the Exchange Granular Recovery software. You can download it here and import it onto the server. All right, so that about wraps things up here. If you have any issues with any backup accounts, any clients, you can contact us here. You can also search our knowledge base. Within our knowledge base, you can also submit a ticket or chat now. Here you can find our backup guide for setting up the online backup software. To view information, marketing information and sales information, you can go to our Partner Resource Center. And if you'd like to view videos on the dashboard, you can click on the dashboard overview. Okay, I have a question about accounts, companies, and partners. Okay, so the partner is the top level. And actually, there is one more level above partner. There's a distributor account. So it goes distributor, partner account, company, and then a regular backup account. A distributor account allows you to create partner accounts. Partner accounts allows you to create company accounts and regular backup accounts. If you create a company account for a customer, it allows the customer to create additional backup accounts under their company. If you just create a regular backup account, the customer would just have access to that single backup account, and they would only be able to use that account on multiple systems. They won't have any options to resize the account or cancel the account or view the details for each individual system. If you are going to manage the accounts all on your own, it's best to create a regular backup account instead of the company account, because if you create a backup account, or a company account, sorry, you'll need to log into each company account to view the individual backup events. In this dashboard here, you can view all the events under the monitoring section. So your monitoring section under your main partner account will just show the backup accounts that were created directly under your partner account. Any other questions? All right, thanks for joining us, guys, and I'll go ahead and close out of this webinar.